What's happening? It's your buddy JD here. It's Saturday night. Have a little Bowman Brothers because we're here in Northern Virginia, and as far as I'm concerned, it's one of the greatest bourbons ever. So this is just going to be a rant video because, well, you can see on the bench I've got all kind of stuff going on. I don't know, you can probably still see my classic PVs over there in pieces. I've been a little busy. We had a snowstorm, so getting some of the projects I'm trying to film done has been a little, I don't want to say challenging, but I've just had other stuff going on. But anyway, I digress. This stinking Paul Reed Smith Silver Sky SE thing has like become an obsession of mine. I'm not even a Paul Reed Smith guy. Like I say, I had an S2 at one point, sold it, wasn't a fan of the 10 radius or whatever they use, and a couple other things about it I wasn't a big fan of. It's a little bit wide, whatever. But so obviously you guys know you can go on YouTube and you can look at all the fabulous different YouTube videos about Silver Sky SE. And I gotta be honest, first I was like 8.5 radius, popular body, like, nah dog, I'm good, no thank you. After watching all the videos, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's because they floated all the advanced ones to channels that were already big Paul Reed Smith fans, and so everybody's just talking them up, or what. But every stinking video that I've watched of this thing, it sounds fantastic. Everybody says it plays fantastic. I don't know, like, if you guys watch Mary Spender, but I highly recommend you check her channel out. She did a fantastic video where it's a side-by-side video, and she's got the super expensive, I don't remember what the thing's called, but she's got the Silver Sky Nebulous, the $3,500 one with the crazy, like, chameleon paint job or whatever. But I think she's a PRS artist. Don't quote me on that. I don't know for sure. But she did a great video where she's playing some of her music, and it basically pans back and forth from color to black and white, like side-by-side comparison, and like, you flat out cannot tell the difference between the two of them in terms of how they sound. And it seems that it just does that thing really well. So I currently have a bunch of eBay auctions going, and I've been talking to my Sweetwater sales engineer dude, so that I can try like crazy to get some cash together and pre-order one, because I'm not sure how you guys are, but I know for me, I love all the great reviews from like the super professional people, and this is not like a selfless plug of my channel, I promise it's not. It's just that I'm like a novice hack when it comes to the recording equipment. Yeah, I've got it. You've probably seen in the background. I mean, I've got all kind of stuff, but I'm a hobbyist, right? Like I don't do this for a living. So, you know, I'm not micing cabinets yet. I've got all the stuff to do it. I just don't know how to do it well and run it through my DAW and everything yet. So once I learn that, obviously I'll do it. My ramble, excuse me, and my point being that I like all of the good reviews from like Mary Spender, Dylan Talks Tone, Anderton's, like all the usual, you know, Phil McKnight, Know Your Gear, all the great reviews that are out there. Like those guys all do a fantastic job. But again, they're all like highly professional, and they're running everything through DAWs and filters and plugins and all this other stuff. And so of course it's going to sound good because they're all fantastic musicians. They have really high-end gear, and they're really polished with their channels. And I'm not knocking them, but I'm excited for the springtime when all of us like hacks can finally get our hands on the guitar, because it gives you more of an idea of what it's going to sound like when you get it, right? Does that make sense? Hope it makes sense, because that's what I'm getting at, right? Is that like you hear all this stuff, you know, or you listen to John Mayer playing the thing on the PRS website with their review, or Instagram, or whatever it was. I don't even remember at this point, but it's out there. Just Google it. You know, and he's probably playing the thing through, you know, a 2-rock and, you know, about 3Gs and like boutique guitar pedals or whatever. And he's John Mayer, so it's going to sound fantastic, right? All of these artists that are even on YouTube that are doing it, the big name channels that got floated a PRS Silver Sky SE are all going to be working through, the best of the best equipment and stuff and really know what they're doing. So you're going to get like a studio quality sound. And those are great reviews to give you an idea and to hear what like the possibilities are. But I'm also a big fan of going to like, the smaller channels, to the dude that's like recording it with a cell phone, and the guy that doesn't play that well, and the guy that's playing it straight into the amp. Maybe he's playing it through a crappy amp, because those kind of videos, they give you an idea of like what it's going to sound like for your average Joe. But one thing is clear to me. I think I was wrong about the pickups in my last rant. I went off about how like, oh, we know it's not going to have the 635 pickups. Well, it's 635S, so it's an import version. I really recommend that you watch the Dylan Talks Tone review of the SE Silver Sky, because he breaks it down really honestly. He's also a good guy to watch because he makes his own pickups, so he really understands pickups. And also, and again, don't quote me on this, but he was a skeptic of the Silver Sky when he first came out, because he did a video called I Don't Get It. And now he's like super into it. Of course, Sweetwater floated him an SE Silver Sky, so of course he's going to be geeking out about it. But he did take it apart. He measured a lot of the measurements and stuff, didn't just go off the spec sheet. So I recommend his video. It's a really good video. And after I upload this video, I'm going to go in and like all of the SE videos that I think are the best ones. The Silver Sky SE, excuse me. Because like I said, there really is a lot of great videos that came out on the day that they released it. And you got to hand it to Paul Reed Smith. Like, you just got to hand it to him. Like, I haven't even played a regular Silver Sky because I've only been to a store that had one once. And I'm like, I've been a pretty diehard Fender guy for most of my adult life and guitar player life. And when the Silver Sky first came out, I was like, I don't get it. Like, this is like a Fender, a Strat with a Paul Reed Smith headstock. It's not though. Like, if you do the research on it and you watch all the videos and you read up on it, because at first it came across like John Mayer got pissed because they dropped his line in Fender, or his signature model in Fender, and then he just moved to Paul Reed Smith. And I think that's part of it, but it wasn't that simple. And as I started to research it and started to just listen to videos of the thing and watch and kind of learn about it, like, you figure out that this is actually a very modern take on a Stratocaster. They tried to take all the best things that Leo Fender came up with and then just expound on them, which is cool, because I don't think we've had anything that innovative in a while, and the pickups are ridiculous. And again, it seems like they have nailed the 635 pickups with the 635S's. But again, I haven't played a Silver Sky in real life, so I don't know that for sure. But the reviews seem to support that hypothesis. So we'll have to see. But needless to say, I'm definitely going to pre-order one. I need another guitar, like I need a hole in the head. And, financially, I have a lot of other goals right now besides buying another guitar. But I'm selling off a few things from another hobby. I used to be really into cycling, so I've got some old cycling stuff laying around that I'm selling off. Try to raise a little money to buy one, because $849 is not a terrible price, and I think it's going to be good. I'm actually kind of excited about the 8.5 radius now, because I think it's unusual. It's, most of your Squires and regular Fender Strats these days are, unless you get a vintage spec model, they're going to be like a 9.5. So I think at 8.5, they were trying to not be as aggressive as the 7.25 and super vintage, which freaks a lot of people out, even though if it's set up right and leveled, it's great, not a problem. But anyway, I'm rambling. I got off track. My point is that I think because of how they released this to all the YouTube folks first, and you go and you can't order the thing, but you can pre-order it, that they're creating a frenzy And as far as I'm concerned, it's brilliant because I've never played the regular SE, or the regular Silver Sky. And my wife will tell you all I can think about and all I talk about is getting my hands on one of these things. And you can't even find the regular Silver Sky anywhere right now. Like, there was a dude selling one on Facebook Marketplace, and I almost messaged him and said I was interested. But then I was like, nah, that'd be kind of a jerk move to like say I was interested just so I could go play the thing and then change my mind. Because as much as I would love one, I can't afford to buy a $2,000 guitar right now. But in the spring, $850, believe it, it's going down, and I'm going to get my hands on one, and hopefully in like April, May time frame, I'm able to actually do a layman's review of the Paul Reed Smith Silver Sky SE. Anyway, thanks for listening to me rant. Hope everybody's doing well. Probably going to be the last video for a while because we got another snowstorm bearing down. Unless I decide to do one by candlelight again, because that was kind of fun. I've got some plans for things. I just, like I said, I've been kind of busy with work, and the snowstorm kind of got us off track in terms of like the honey-do list and other stuff. So anyway, take care, guys. Have a good one.